Alright, we got the plasma cutter all set up here. Alright, so what I'll have to see if that's at the right height. Alright guys, we got another project here with the tractor part. We're gonna work on this bucket. This is the factory bucket for my New Holland tractor. It's a 4835 tractor, 35 series tractor. So this bucket is set up with New Holland quick attach fixtures on it. These here, the way that worked. And I converted my front end loader to a skid steer type of quick attach. So I put an adapter on there, took the factory part off. I'll show you. Okay, so this is the factory style quick attach, and it was held on to the loader arms with some pins here and pins down here. And so when I converted it to the skid steer type of quick attach, basically took this off and replaced it with another unit that allows you to use skid steer type attachments. Alright, so this is the adapter I put on there, and you can see I put the pin in there and a pin down there, and it allows you to use any type of skid steer quick attach attachments. This opens up a whole new world for your loader. I mean, you can put anything on there, which all the tractors are going to this, so I decided to bite the bullet and I bought this and replace that part, that other part I just showed you, and it just connects into every type of attachment, which I got a grapple on here now. It's a 6.5 foot grapple, fits on there just right. So that's the reason I'm working on the bucket. Okay, so when I bought the tractor and that new adapter, I took that old quick attach, the New Holland Ford style quick attach off of there. I bought this plate, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut off all these attachments for the Ford style, and I'm going to put this plate on here. I think it's 3/8 inch thickness plate. I'll put that on there, so I'm going to weld that onto the back of the bucket here as soon as I get these attachments torched off, which I'm going to figure out which. This has definitely got to go on the top here. Let's take a look, see how it'll fit on there. Those bottom pieces are definitely going to have to go, where it had these levers and a pin, sort of like, you know, skid steer style, but different. So the pins would go into those two holes down there. So we're going to have to torch that off. And I'll have to figure out the correct height. It looks like I could leave these pieces on here, possibly. I think I could, because there's quite a bit of room. The other attachment was wider. So I'll definitely have to torch this part off. And those bottom pieces, cut those off. Then I can weld this to the back of the bucket to do some measuring, see the correct height. Let's see, I'm not sure the thickness. I imagine it's just as thick as this here, this lip, which it looks to be about 1/8 inch or 3/16 with some nice thick pieces on the side, and the bottom has a thick piece on it also, which I have to do a repair here where the bucket is cracked in the middle. Shouldn't be too hard. So I'll start with torching these pieces off. Probably take these ears off and take off this top piece. 3/16. This is 3/8. I say 3/16, it's 3/8. Alright, we got the plasma cutter all set up here. And it goes up to 50 amps and 220 volts. It automatically senses what voltage you're using, if it's 110 or 220. I got the error up around 60 psi. We're gonna try it out at 40 amps and see how it cuts. Alright, that first cut only took a couple seconds and it chewed through. That wasn't real steady on it, you can see. I was thinking of cutting these ears all the way off, but then I thought, you know, I may be able to use this as a hook. So what I may do is cut a section of that out, or section back here, cut a little notch in it on that here, and then I could use it as a hook to put a chain in there or something. Maybe cut a little slot and then I can slip the chain into it, use it to lift things. Alright, I got a little bit cut on it here. Got the two tabs cut off. What I think I'm going to do, it doesn't look like it's welded here, so I'm just going to go to the welds and I'm going to cut the welds. I'm going to skip over that and we'll see if it pops off. Alright, let's see if this is the problem. The tip is pretty burned up. There's a new one. There's a new one. Right here. Here's two. I did a little chipping with a hammer and chisel. Let's see what we got here now. It's looking better. A whole lot better. There's still a little bit slag in there. Some of that. But that's better. Alright, so I got the bucket flipped over. I'm getting ready to tack weld this on here. This plate, all I had to do was cut that one piece off the top, because all the other bracketry is wide enough and ain't going to interfere. So this will sit up just a little higher than the other quick attach. Should be fine. But I'm going to tack weld it on and test it out. So I took some chalk and just kind of made a chalk line around here. See where it's going to sit. That way I can take and clean up all that rust off of here. So that's my next job. I'm going to clean all the rust off of there and grind it up. This is the final test. See if this quick attach bucket will fit on here. Got the quick attach system. We're gonna go ahead and see if I can get that bucket on there. Alright, I was just having a hell of a time trying to get this bucket on here. I just realized something. These brackets are interfering with see how this one's touching? Notched out, all set, everything locks in good, everything's locked in good. So I'll take the bucket off because I got to do some more welding yet. Right here, got a crack on every corner of the bucket. It's got a crack in it. So I'm going to flip this bucket over, or maybe just prop it up on a piece of wood and I'll weld this side, then I'll flip it over. For now, we got the quick attach all working good. So it looks like there's about that much holding on to the quick attach, about half of this bracket here. guess that's enough.